not mobile phones. Please, a request from us, request from me not to use mobile phones while attending our college classes, because it would be it would be really difficult for you. Yeah, please. Anyone want to going for the want to go for the laptop, you can just switch on and come over there, because it will be very easy for you to see the screen when we are sharing the screen. It will be really easily visible for you. There will be not much difficult, and also in the mobile phones you'll be getting a lot of notification from the WhatsApp or Insta or Facebook, and it will lot create a lot of you'll be getting, definitely getting some calls. So again, a lot of disturbance for you. So it's better you get logged into a computer or laptop. If you're getting any calls, urgent calls, you can just pick it up and just hang it over. So that's what I really wanted to tell you. Get just stream in from a laptop or a desktop computer. Tab to an extent it's fine, but mobile, it's a huge no for me. Please remember, mobile is a huge no. Very difficult for you to concentrate on the class and get a hold of what are you learning. Hope I'm clear, everyone. And for the chat box, and as per the chat box, I request the chat box has to be empty, and no one should message anything unless and otherwise I ask you to. BA55, yes, I know you have thrown the laptop because it's a China one. If that's the case, you can also throw your mobile phone that you're holding right now, because that's also pure China one. Okay, so stop making jokes, and it will be really good if, because what happens is, I know you just wanted to crack some jokes sitting in the class. That's fine. Sitting in the class and cracking jokes with a lecturer and happening is fine. But what happens is it creates a distraction to us, and also whoever in the class, everyone will start seeing the chat box. When they start seeing the chat box, see again you get a message saying as a LOL, lol. So that's what happens. Everybody will get distracted. They will open the chat box and never listen to us. Understood? Who is BA55? Can you just unmute and say yes, sir? I agree. I do understand. Please.
Yes, sir.
कौन है रे ये?
Yes,
I
sir.
didn't I didn't get the list till now, but from tomorrow I'll have the roll numbers with the names also. Just see the roll number, name, and an answer. Okay, got it, everyone. Regarding the attendance, regarding the joining in and exiting and everything. I hope you have really got it. Yeah, yeah. Thank you, guys. So I don't know how many students are there. Have taken marketing as elective in IT and BBA. I think it has been split for IT and BA. I am the lecturer. For BBA General is the Srinivas sir as the lecturer for ABM. So me and Srinivas sir will be coordinating our efforts in building the syllabus, in building the assignments and SBTs and everything. I hope I'm clear with all this. I hope I do not get any kind of distractions. Okay? Yeah, thank you. And as the name suggests, the subject name is advertising and brand management. As soon as you see the name as advertising, I think many of you, I think 99% of you thought definitely, oh wow, advertising is there. It might be really interesting. So why don't we opt for advertising and brand management? Isn't it? Isn't it? Yes or no? Can you just see some answers in the chat box? Abba, you opted for me. How did you know that I'm going to come for ABM this time? Yes, I know that everyone has seen advertising as a subject. So advertising is something which is really interesting and where we all connect easily every time. So why don't we opt for advertising? In the same way, advertising, and later on we'll learn about brand management. Branding is also something a very interesting subject in marketing, where we learn a lot about how to build a brand, what is a brand all about, and the various aspects of branding. So many things of branding that are there: brand equity, brand positioning, so many things that are there. We'll be going in detail when we come across that. So before starting, I'm going to tell you how we are going to approach the syllabus from tomorrow. I'm not going into the subject today. But how are we going to approach the class and the syllabus from tomorrow? First thing is, as it's an online class, definitely monotony will be there. You have to really understand monotony will be there. We will try it as much as possible to make sure the class is as interesting as possible. Next, every day I'll assure you I'll be playing some ads, run through some ads and sharing the screen and showing you some advertisements, really interesting and good advertisements, so that you relate, definitely relate. I know that, but it will also I'll try to connect and make you understand how worthy of that ad is, how different that ad is, and how good that ad was made. So I'll not only the present ads that are there, but also the previous generation ads, the old advertisements that are there. I'll be trying to show every day. Might be at the start of the class, or might be at the end of a particular topic, or at the end of the class. So that's how I really want to make it different for you all. Next, uh, I want someone to create a WhatsApp group. Someone take the initiative, IT or BA, anyone, take the initiative and create a WhatsApp group so that it'd be easy for me to communicate with you all in the semester. So the ABM WhatsApp group will have all the people, all students who are from IT and BA only. Make sure you're only from IT and BA and not the general BBA. Understood? Please do not let in a general BBA student into this because it's exclusively for me. It will help for me to communicate with you, everyone. And as regard with the syllabus, as regard with the topics that are there, after the end of each topic, I'll be having the handouts which are curated by me from various books or internet sources. I'll be curating them according to I'll be curating them according to the needs and the specifics of a BBA, and I'll be adding some advertisements onto it. The same way I've been doing it for since some years for the BBA and for the MBAs. In between the handouts only, we'll be having some ads, poster ads, so that while reading, while understanding the topics and the subject, it will be easy for you to connect while seeing the poster ads. So that's how I try to make you reading while reading also interesting, so that you get a grip of the subject practically and you understand the subject easily. And who is this Avinash Devanuri? Does it belongs to IT and BA class? Just reply in the chat box, please. Okay, IT. Just ask me for the permission. Avinash, are you there? Avinash, can you please reply? Talk. Can you please talk, Avinash? Unmute and talk, please.
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Avinash, why you not logging from the official email ID, user ID? Avinash. I'm asking you why you're not logging it with official user ID where we have SJC, BBA, your class and your roll number. And I can also see Harshada not logging in from the official user ID. And Vinay also, because what will happen is I'm using a plugin for the attendance. So I'll not be taking the attendance. I'll just going through that whatever Excel file throws up to me, and I'll be logging in the attendance for each day. So it will be better if you all log in your classes from your official user ID given. I know it sometimes the laptop mistakenly takes you from your personal email ID. Just check it and do it. I have to create it. No, dear. You just need to ask your class in charge about how to create it. Yeah. So shall I just show you the syllabus that we have for ABM? Let me just do. Yeah, I definitely hope everyone is able to see the syllabus on your screens. So advertising and brand management, remember hours per week is 5. So I think from Monday to Friday, every day we'll be having a class of ABM. And as usual, you have 5 credits for this, and maximum mark is 40. Internal is for 40, and external is for 60. So before going, uh, I just before as definitely we'll be going for some interesting SBTs, because in advertising and relating to branding, we're having some SBTs where I'll try to catch the creative side of you all. And going before that, I also want to create some MCQ Google Forms for you every now and then. You're able to see the screen, right? The syllabus? Yeah, thanks. Yeah. So, maybe after 1 week, I'll be drafting some MCQs, multiple choice questions, and directly in the class itself, I'll be asking you to fill up the Google form and submit it to me. So, by in that way, I'll be adding some marks for you. That would be a part of your SBT. So I'll be adding some marks at the end. I just want to know what are you really understanding from my classes. It's not something where you switch on the laptop or the computer or the mobile phone and just keep it on mute, keep it on mute and go somewhere else, isn't it? I know many of you will be trying to do that. You'll be talking with your parents, or talking more on the mobile, or watching a TV, or watching a Netflix or Prime. So I really do want to want that happen. So you really want to test how much are you learning by giving me some MCQs within 5 minutes to me. Got it? Understood? Seems interesting? Or like, sir, what is this? For पहले दिन में आप हमके ये करा दे रहे? What? Amazing, good. I hope I really make up to it, and I really come up with doing this in MCQs and everything. Yes, yes. Please reply. And guys, you are into your third year. मस्ती करने का पूरा करने का है time. Definitely, I do agree. You are missing all the classes. All the classes being the degree final year. It might be really saddening for you all for not meeting your friends and not coming to the college every day. But on the other part, you are in the final semester of your degree. So, and rather from saying it a degree, it's like a professional course, BBA for you. So make sure you're making the most of it in this final year. And as you have chosen electives as marketing as one of your electives, so definitely you would be having you need to be focusing more on the electives in the fifth fifth and sixth semester. Okay, okay. So just let me show and run down the syllabus for you. If anyone is having any kind of a problem, you can just mm, let me know. Yeah, so in the first unit, we'll be learning about advertising. So the concept of advertising, scope, what do you mean, what do we really mean by advertising, and what is the scope? Where, what is the limit of advertising, indoor, outdoor, what is it like? And the objectives, fundamentals, and history of Indian advertising. So when did the Indian advertising start in the Indian context? Advertising is a concept which has been existing since the 19th century, uh, and it moved a lot in the 20th century, and in the 21st century, it has moved on to digital platforms. So what is the history of the Indian advertising? The types and functions of the advertising, that's an important topic. What are the different types of advertising, and what the main functions of advertising? What do you really expect an advert to do for you? So advertising can be called in many terms. We call it as advertisement in a broad, in a actual name. We call this as ads, as we call it as an ad. We call it as an advert. So there are many ways in which we call an advertisement as. An advertisement department functions, advertisement agency functions. So what does an advertisement agency do? That's an ad agency that we call as. Can you name any few of the famous ad agencies that you see across in Hyderabad? The outdoor advertisements you can mention in the chat box, or you can just unmute and talk. Any ad agencies that you know of that are in Hyderabad in local? Where normally when you see the flex banners which are empty, they say the contact the ad agency. Bhavani ads, Prakash ads. Yes, there's no Prasad. It's Prakash. Yes, Prakash ads is one of the oldest and the most prolific outdoor advertising agency in India, in Hyderabad. Gagan ads, okay. Prakash ads. Anything else? Heard about lead space? Heard about lead space everywhere, where ADS is written in black color and the other letters are written in red color. Yeah, the lead space. And so many things that are there. So we'll be coming across what does an ad agencies do for a company? What are their roles? So next is advertising copy and the design strategy. So we normally see a final copy of an advertisement that might be around 15 seconds to 1 minute or 2 minutes. But what really goes into an advertisement right from the starting in the planning stage, right from the planning stage to the execution stage, till the place where in which media it is being executed. So that is called an advertisement copy. So how is it really effective? Right from advertising copy, the objectives, attributes is nothing but the features of an effective advertising copy. What are the different types of ad copies that are there? The layout, the functions and the principles of layout. So layout is if you are doing a poster ad or a newspaper ad. So how do you want the layout to be of the advertisement? You are doing a hoarding outside, so you want to put up a huge hoarding. So where your brand has to come up, what is the message that you want to give? What are the colors that you use in an ad? Everything is really goes into so much brainstorming. It goes into a advertisement and ad copy. And copywriting, what is that content that you want to write? Remember, of late, we hear a lot of a new what do you say? A new profile that has come up of late that is called as the content creator, content writer. You might have heard of it, right? What is a content writer? The content writer is a person who writes content for a particular post in a social media. Normally what happens, many of the digital marketing agencies or many of the companies to run the social campaigning, so what do? They put up a particular photograph, maybe on Insta or a Facebook or anywhere, and you have to write something about that post, about 4 to 5 lines or 2 lines or 10 lines. So there is some person who is a professional in it, who with using a right vocabulary, using the right adjectives, so a they write content for it. So that is called the copywriting. Apple is really famous for some using some exquisite or really interesting adjectives. If you see when Apple comes up with announcing the mobile phones or laptops or MacBooks, they come up with an adjective saying that this is the most beautiful iPhone ever created. The fastest MacBook ever created is we are launching today. So that's how they try to make and induce the copy so that it makes it really interesting. And copywriting is it's the most important for copywriting in which media it is for radio, copywriting for radio, because in radio we hear only the audio. So how effective that audio, it's trying to communicate with the consumer, talks a lot. So we learn about copywriting for radio, for TV, outdoor media, and the forms of TV commercials, how TV commercials work out, and what are the different forms. Next, we go into the classification in the third unit. So we can do classifications on the basis of audience, media, advertiser, area, including advertising in rural India, urban India, special purpose, such as green advertising, political advertising, as you can read, advocacy, retail, financial, corporate image, comparative, primary, generic. So the various kinds of advertising that are there. Social advertising includes social advertising by Indian government through DAVP, that is Directorate of Advertising and Visual Publicity. So you'll be learning all of this advocacy, retail, what is meant by a financial advertisement, what is meant by a retail advertisement, corporate image advertisement. So many things that are there in the third unit. Fourth unit, we'll be moving on to the brands. So 3 units is about advertisements, ads. Fourth and fifth unit is completely about brands. Concept of brand, brand evolution, the branding challenges. So what is meant by a brand comes under the concept of a brand. Brand does not includes a brand name. What else it covers in a brand? Brand includes a name, term, sign, symbol, color, image, logo. So many things can come into a brand. So what exactly you mean by a brand? Evolution, how do you create, from where did the brand started its evolution? Branding challenges, so what are the various challenges that are there? So what are the various challenges are there for the marketers to make sure the brand is growing and the opportunities involved? Strategic brand management process, there's a particular process of brand management. You're going to learn about that. Selecting a brand name, then you try to position the particular brand. How do you do that? Target market, so many things that are there will be going through there. And identifying, establishing brand position, as I told you, brand building and brand repositioning. Next, fifth unit is about building up brand strategies. It's a very small unit that we have there, designing and implementing the brand strategy. So right from when you come up with a new product, you come up with a particular name for the brand, then you build a brand, to build a strategy, how to make sure the brand is building on its own apart from the company. Anyone know what is meant by DNA? What comes into your mind when you hear the term DNA? Anyone? Please, you can reply
Yeah,
or what is DNA?
deoxyribonucleic acid.
Sorry? Sorry, ma, what is DNA? Trying to,
Deoxyribonucleic acid, sir.
it's an acid. DNA is something related to the genetics, right? Yeah, where we use for crime investigation, it's a gene in the body. It's genetics, it's something related to the genetics where we try to get the genetics from the mother to the child. It moves on, the same, they have the same DNA. So form of evolution takes place with a certain certain out concept. So that's the DNA. But DNA as a brand, did you hear about DNA as a brand anywhere? Anyone? Did you hear of DNA as a brand? No. Anyone else? Anyone else heard DNA as a brand? No, not anywhere. Didn't you hear about DNA media outlet? Yeah, media company, ID08. Very good. It's a media company, isn't it? A media outlet, DNA. Actually, DNA started as a newspaper in Bombay. And then slowly it evolved into it has a reach all over India, and it's a media outlet. And more often you try to see DNA across the social media, because nowadays we cannot have access to anyone. We're just following them or liking them on social media. Why someone has shared their presentation? Hmm. Yeah, so that's the story of DNA goes like that, in Bombay, when they started it off, they started as a campaigning where the brand was not announced to the public, and they kept hiding the name of DNA till about 2 or 3 months. They did a long campaigning where they start teasing the teasing the customers, teasing the customers by prospective customers by coming up with outdoor hoardings where we're trying asking the customers to guess what is the new company is. Slowly and slowly, when the first day of DNA got launched in Bombay, they were already at the top third highest selling newspaper on the first day itself. So that's how the pre-launch brand strategy that DNA adopted. Because changing newspapers is really tough job, isn't it? Because you at your home, you might be reading the same newspaper since long. Changing a newspaper, changing a toothpaste are is really tough for all of us. Toothpaste also, right? We cannot change the toothpaste so easily. It take a lot of time because we like to like the taste of the toothpaste, and we like to use only one toothpaste a number of years. Same with the newspapers. If you're not reading a newspaper, at least your dad might be reading the same newspaper since many years. So it might be so difficult for a new company to come in and get into that market share and make sure new readers are reading it. So how did they do that? They did a long strategy for about 2 to 3 months where they made sure when the first copy of DNA was released, it was the third highest selling newspaper in Bombay. That I'll try to come up with this case study when that particular brand strategy comes up, so that you'll be understanding it. And so that's about brand strategies, how you design and implement brand strategies, brand extension, how do you move on from a particular brand to move on to something else, extend that particular brand to something else. For example, Geo is there. Geo started as only as a mobile phone provider, and right now you know what Geo is into. That's extending the brand. Geo is into uh, not only on mobile phone, but it's also into, you have this television, right? They are into Wi-Fi, they are into television, they have the Geo TV, they have their Geo Music. Now they moved on to GeoMart where they are selling online groceries. So just taking the particular brand name, when it becomes a success, trying to get that brand name into some different products. So that's just brand extension. Then we have brand equity. What do you mean by a brand equity? Equity is something that's called an ownership. Equity is ownership. So how do you own a brand? So brand personality, so various concepts that are there: personality, image, integrating, and the last one is integrating advertising and branding. So how does advertising help branding, and how does branding help advertising? So both, how they get together and try to make sure the company increases its sales, turnover, and increases revenue, and therefore it becomes successful. So I think we'll wind this up today. So from tomorrow, we'll start off from the first unit. That's it. That is an introduction, and the textbooks that you need to learn is the Batra, Aker, Myers, and Batra Advertising Management, and another one is David Aker, Building Strong Brands. So Rajiv Batra reference books that are there here. I'll be sharing you the syllabus copy in the WhatsApp group, and WhatsApp group has been created. As you all know, someone has already messaged it. Thank you so much, IT34, for creating a WhatsApp group. I request everyone to join the link and join in that particular WhatsApp group. Okay, okay, guys. So I think you'll be having ABM every day from tomorrow. Before the 10 minutes start of the 10 minutes of the class, I'll be sending you the link. Everyone can join there. Understood, everyone? If anyone have any kind of queries or doubts, can just talk instead of chatting. I'll be here for 5 minutes. You can post in your queries. If you want any different way of teaching, the other than the way I've told you, suggestions are always welcome. I'll be trying to implement that in this particular semester of ours. Yes. Any doubts or queries? Remember, for this particular attendance, I already have a plugin and I'm seeing who is logging in and logging out at each point of time. Yeah, I see students joining in to the WhatsApp group. Thank you so much. Already 28 have joined in. Manoj is the admin for it. Thank you, Manoj, for immediately creating a WhatsApp group for our subject. Okay, still okay. Let's meet everyone. Let's meet tomorrow. I hope you understood what guidelines you should be following in our class. So make sure you're not disturbing me while I'm teaching. If any doubts, you can ask me in the chat if I'm just ending a particular topic, or I'll be asking you to unmute and ask any doubts or queries. Okay, if you don't have any doubts, you can leave the meeting. If anyone has doubts, can just wait and ask me the doubts and do it. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day. See you all tomorrow.